Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Good afternoon. What have you. Internet's a timeless place. Welcome back to Amnesia: The Dark Descent. This is Spear Force here. We have just begun our descent into madness. We're going to continue with that now. Got the eerie lighting. It's midnight now. I'm playing a full 45 minutes later than I did last time. Just as dark. I'm wondering what the heck that symbol is. Where am I? What am I doing? Let's see if I can remember. So I recall... Am I crouched right now? Oh, I am crouched right now. Okay. I'm not crouched right now. That's right. I'm doing this thing, aren't I? No, it's not the thing I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. Combining 4 chemicals can create a powerful acid. They've been moved to the wine cellar. Okay. So I gotta find my way into the wine cellar. To find the thing that'll do the thing. Is sprint run? Yes, it is. Okay. That's good to know. Because I'm fairly certain I will encounter a monster. Too terribly long. Confound all these. What? Did you say something, Daniel? Did you guys hear something? I thought I heard something. Hearing and what I just think I'm hearing. I seem to be in the clear though, so I gotta figure out where the blue I heard something. That's definitely something that I heard. I heard a thing that made the noise and I'm not happy with it. That was about the same noise I heard when I tried a door. I've been at this for 5 minutes and I'm already scared. Not even 5 minutes, I just got on. Shut up, Alexa. I'm fairly sane. A little low on oil, though. Right. What's that? Is that tinderbox? That's just a stone. That's just a stone. That's disappointing. Okay. I'm gonna sneak now. I'm not entirely certain why I lowered my voice. Freaking ambience. Shut up, Alexa. kidding. I'm gonna start doing these videos back in my dorm room so I can do them in the actual quiet. Horror playthrough. There's not supposed to be comedy.
There's plenty of comedy. We just get to share who's laughing at us. Sometimes they're gonna laugh at you, sometimes they're gonna laugh at me.
Ah, blind cell. Ah, crud. Of course it's locked. If there is a monster in this area that tries to kill me, I will die. Because I don't know where I can go and hide.
That'll be okay.
Let's see here. What's down this way? Oh, I don't know what's down that way. So I guess we're going to go up these stairs then. Boarded up, so we're not gonna go in there, obviously. There's just stairs. What's this? Archives. Okay, that doesn't much help us. Tried to hit E. Apparently, I think I'm playing Mass Effect. Go figure. I wish I was playing Mass Effect. At least I know what I'm fighting in Mass Effect. Heck, at least I can fight in Mass Effect. Okay. That door looks like it was blown in. Think to yourself, I'm not playing Outlast. I'm not playing Outlast. I'm not playing Outlast.
It's gonna be my shtick. Stay out of my asylum.
There's the
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me.
I think that's my voice.
When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
Goodness, it's some sort of oversized roach for a moment there. Good. What do I got over here? Anything else? Some cockroach.
Stupid cockroach. Be your friend.
Like I said last time, she doesn't take anything seriously.
I take plenty of things seriously.
I seem to be in the clear here. I'm getting the impression it's beat up, but there are no monsters.
Can't help it if I just come up with brilliant ideas.
Ha 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 ha. Makes up for the one I just spent, I guess. Let's go over here. Just books. Dusty old tomes. Hey, look. I hereby offer my full attention and services to Alexander, Baron of Brenningburg. This contract will reign for a total of 3 years, and my freedom shall return to me. In addition, Alexander, Baron of Brenningburg, is to recommend my services at the Prussian royal court and within the sanctum of the Order of the Black Eagle. May no man break the seal. Willem, House of Gerd. Why do I get the unnerving impression that one of the monsters is this thing? Some poor sap swore himself to this guy who I'm getting the impression isn't a good guy. And now he's turned into some sort of monster. Hello.
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
So, ancient catacombs, strange antechambers, hiding behind large stone doors, and you get trapped inside. So far, I'm thinking they found Cthulhu. That's what my money's on right now. If he had said something about the angles being wrong, I'd be like, yeah, no, I'm noping out of this whole thing. I don't feel like facing the Squid Lord.
It's even better.
Oh, just stupid scratching. Hello? Mama! Why? Oh, why? Oh, why? Oh, why? Oh, why? over here? Anything? Anything of use? No. How you doing, Daniel? Head's pounding, hands shaking. Oh, good. So you really can't stand to be in the dark, can you? What kind of oil do we have? Almost out. That's also fun. Seriously, why can't I have a freaking torch? There are candlesticks everywhere. Okay, let's see what's this way. Can I light that? I can light that. Okay, that's helpful. Something? Anything. Be useful. Hello? Darn it. How many tin boxes do I have left? None! I'm almost out of oil. Of course it's locked. Everything is locked. Hello? Hello?
Just rap.
Did you guys hear that? Oh my. Of course I can't open those and let some natural light in. No, that would be convenient. Oil! Hallelujah, something convenient. If you could give me a tinderbox too, we'd just be on a roll now, wouldn't we? I just realized what that pun was. A lot of good that oil did me. Oh, and there's that scratching that says Daniel's going insane. Is that a light? I think that's a light. It's either a light or that's a monster, which means I'm either going to run towards sanity or run towards death.
Run for it! Either way, it's a good thing!
Through it. What? Oh. Okay. Well. So. No tinder boxes. No. Oh. That's how oil works. Durr. You have to put the oil in the lantern. It doesn't, like, automatically refill. I'm good at video games.
A small round of applause.
I'm good at video games.
Yes, you are, dear.
Hello. Whoa!
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the walls. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
Wait a minute. I knew this thing was coming after me? He knew this thing was coming? So, if I knew the thing was coming, and he knew the thing was coming, at what point did we become arch enemies and I decided I needed to kill him? When did that become a thing? Guys, this just got a lot more complicated. I don't approve.
17th May, 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light.
Oh. Okay. I guess I'm moving towards the light. Everyone says don't follow the light.
It was waiting for me.
Sorry.
Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light.
That's a sure sign that it's bad juju. But
I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry.
oh, there it is. It's Cthulhu,
The
guys.
next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
Impossible geometry. That's it. This is Cthulhu. We're in over our heads. This is bad. We don't need to be here. We don't need to be messing with this stuff. And I need to go. I don't need to go deeper in. I need to go out. Of course, that's not possible, is it? No. I'm stuck in here because I had to wander in here and erase my memory because that was a good idea. Prussia? What's Prussia got to do with anything?
Prussia? What? No Prussia?
Well, like I don't care.
You're in Prussia?
I am?
Yes! This
Oh.
is where the game takes place.
Well, that's good to
You
know.
better care about Prussia.
Hey, can I pick you up and throw you?
I'm trying to pick up.
The thing here? Guess not. I need something else to throw. What's oil look like? Oil is good.
Books or something. Mostly on the shelves. Will you pick up and do something with?
Guys, I rediscovered the lean mechanic. Books. The best weapon in the world. That didn't work. Hey! Chairs. Let's... No, that's not right. Aha! Whoa.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
Oil! My friend. I'm going to immediately apply you. Can I light you? Can. No, come here. I'll take that. Another region rich with lore is Altstadt. I'm certain I butchered that. Apologies to any Prussians. Deep within the East Prussian woods, for centuries there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor, Castle Brennenburg. The quiet, forest-clad mountains, dressed with scattered lakes, is as picturesque as can be, albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you will hear proof of the widespread superstition. Any traveler should indulge themselves in such conversations, since it will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them keep their own twist on the tale, but there are some motifs that keep reappearing, such as, apparently, the Gatherers. This story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It is said that soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold, dark woods and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies, wrought by the tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers as they seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside damp burlap sacks dragged behind them, which reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? Right, okay, so I'm listening for burlap sacks being dragged along the ground. That'll tell me that a gatherer is coming and he's going to kidnap me for something. A visit undone. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, the well-known erudite, visited Altstadt at the start of the 16th century. He resided in the local inn for a fortnight as he looked for remnants of kingdoms past. During his stay, all the prominent members of society paid notice, and he is mentioned in many records at the time. One day he went to investigate a burrow at the northwestern glades, only to never be seen again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in Greenville some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting which makes you wonder what really happened. Who was the mysterious man who visited the sleepy hamlet in the woods, and what happened to him? Okay. The immortal Baron. The Baron of Brenningburg lives a reclusive life with his family at his castle near Alstad. And like most of those of noble birth, rumors are inherited alongside with the title. Researching the history reveals little before the castle was consumed, by fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands, claiming the role as protector of the Prussian state. Alexander helped the region to flourish and remain popular through his presumed lifetime. Oh, I love the word presumed there. That's always encouraging. The family has always been secretive when it comes to lineage and heritage. Therefore, the birth and death of Alexander and his offspring has never fully been recorded. This is for the idea that the Baron is in fact the one and same who came from the west over 300 years ago, living through the time of occupation and joined the covert Order of the Black Eagle along with the great leaders of this country. It's the second time that thing has shown up, Order of the Black Eagle. I'm having a feeling it has something to do with something
Good job.
important.
Yeah. Something important.
Something important. But with that revelation, however, I'm gonna have to call it out of time for this session, so I'm gonna stay here in the creepy puzzle library and figure out what the heck I'm doing when I join you all next week. So this makes for an hour of gameplay and no sign of monsters, just lots of monstery sounds and monstery happenings, but no actual monsters yet. So maybe I'll get lucky. I know I won't, but you know, maybe I will. So good night, good day, good morning, good afternoon, good week, good life. See you all next time.